Hello everyone. In the last video, we have seen how to create an account for Tinkercad by using mobile phone and by using desktop computer also. So today in this session, we are going to learn about a basic circuit, how to create a basic circuit and how to test the functionality of that circuit by using Tinkercad. So now I am going to log into the Tinkercad account. So just go to Google and search Tinkercad. You will get this www.tinkercad.com. So go to this website. So here you have a sign in option. If you don't have an account in Tinkercad, you can go just click on sign in and you can give the credentials and you can sign in. So already I have an account, so directly I am joining with my mail ID by using my Google credentials. Yeah, it's loading. So here this is my account dashboard for Tinkercad. This is my account. So here we can go for 3D or circuit designing or code blocks also. So today we are going to discuss about circuits, so that's why I am going to work with circuits. So before that, these are some of my works of 3D designs. So to create a circuit, I am going to click on circuits. So after clicking on circuit, here you will get create a new circuit. So if you click on this create a new circuit, then the environment IDE environment will be opened for you. The platform will be open for you. So in this you have so many options. So these are like editing tools, like rotate button, delete, undo, redo, hide. This is for code. If you work with an Arduino or any controller, then you can go to this code. This button is for start simulation or stop simulation. By using export button, you can export your circuit to your computer. You can share with your friends or to your mail ID also. So here we have component basics. So you can see some components here, like Arduino. You can take basic means you will get all the basic components like resistor, LED, potentiometer, etc. Okay, so this is the space where we are going to assemble our components, or this is a space where we are going to connect our circuit components. So first of all, I just want to work with a simple circuit to glow an LED. So first of all, I am going to take an LED, just double click on the LED and drag and drop that LED to this workspace. So here I can change the name of this LED. So suppose I am giving the name as LED, and you can change the color of the LED also, like a green. If you click green, the color will be changed to green. If you want to take blue, you can take. So right now I just want to work with red, so I am choosing red. After that, you can rotate this component by suppose just click on this component, and by using this rotate button you can rotate this component. Okay. But I am going to take a button cell. So here the coin cell is there of 3 volts. So I am just double clicking this and dragging that into this environment, this workspace. Okay, so after taking this I'm going to change the name of this button cell like sorry I am changing the name of this coin battery to the button cell. So after changing the name, I just want to control the connection between this battery and this LED. So to make or to break a circuit, we need a button or we need a switch. So for that I am taking this push button. So I am taking it here. So I am just changing the name of this push button to push switch. We can call it as push switch also. So and after that just observe one thing. Here we have taken 3 volts coin battery. So the voltage of this battery is 3 volts. It's already predefined. We cannot change the value or the voltage of this battery. This is already predefined. So we cannot reduce that directly by changing the value like this. Okay. So if we want to limit the current, we can use resistor, because the LED needs only 1.5 to 1.7 volts only. Okay, but the battery voltage is 3 volts. This is more than the required voltage of this LED. So to prevent the damage of this LED, we have to use a resistor. So I am just taking a resistor. Okay, so I just want to rotate this resistor. Okay, sorry. Okay, so and I'm going to change the name of this resistor, and here we can change the resistor value. So I just want to take 220 ohms resistor, but here kilo ohm is there, so click on this, just go for the ohms. So now here we are ready with our circuit elements like a push button, resistor, LED and coin battery. Okay, before going to start simulation, what we have to do, we have to connect all these components to form a circuit. Okay, so the connection, for the connection we have to take a wire, right? So that we'll get before that we have to observe one thing. So coming to the components, here the resistor is having 2 terminals, terminal 1 and terminal 2. Also the LED is having 2 terminals, cathode and anode. We can call anode as positive and cathode as negative also. And here the button cell is also having 2 terminals, positive terminal and negative terminal. But coming to this push button or push switch, it is having 4 terminals, terminal 1A, terminal 1B, terminal 2A and terminal 2B. It is having 4 different terminals. So at a time we can use only 2 terminals. So that's why we will work with different combinations of these 4 terminals, like 1A, 1B we will use, 1A, 2A and 1A, 2B, 2A, 1B. Like this for different combinations we will connect the circuit, and we will check the performance of the circuit. Okay, so before going to start simulation, here we have start simulation button. The circuit is not yet connected, means the all the circuit elements are not interconnected with the wiring connections are not done. So we have to give wiring connections before start the simulation. So for connections, I am going to this positive of this button cell and just clicking here, just dragging the cursor, just moving the cursor to the terminal where we want to connect this with. Okay, so I just want to connect it with terminal 1 here, so directly I have taken that. So here one more thing, when we connected these two terminals, when the wiring is established between these 2 terminals, here a new pop-up is appeared, wire. Okay, this is called wire. Okay, and here the color is green, so you can change the color of this. You can take black. Okay, you can take orange also. That depends on your requirement. For this circuit I am going to use green only. Okay, you can take any other color also. Okay, so As I said, we are going to work with the different combinations of these terminals of push button. So first I am going to use terminal 1A and terminal 1B. Already I connected positive of this button cell to this terminal 1A. So I am going to take this terminal 1B and I am going to connect this with terminal 2 of this resistor. Later we can drag it and rearrange the connection. Okay, so I am just taking this terminal 1 and directly connecting it with anode of this LED. So after that, cathode of this LED will be connected to this negative of the button cell. Okay, so now we are ready with all the connections. Connections are set. Okay, circuit is created, circuit is designed here. Circuit is completed. So before going to start simulation, just observe the LED. LED is not glowing now, so this is in off state. Okay, LED is in off state only. So when we click on start simulation, the actual criteria should happen is we have to control the LED by using this push button or push switch. When we press this push switch, then only the connection should establish between battery and resistor. Okay, sorry, battery and LED. Okay, then only LED should glow when we press this push button. Okay, push switch. When we are not pressing this push switch means the LED should be in turned off position, turned off state only. Okay, at present I am not pressing this and I am not started simulation, so the LED is in off state. Okay, I am going to start the simulation. Just observe this LED. LED is in off state now. So after starting simulation, here the simulator time is also displayed. Okay, it is displaying simulator time, means the simulator is running. So and the LED is glowing directly without pressing this switch button also. Means the terminals 1A and 1B of this push button are directly connected internally. So the voltage is passing directly from terminal 1A to terminal 1B without pressing also. Okay, the connection is established internally. So the voltage is passing through terminal 1A to terminal 1B. So the LED is always glowing. So means this combination is not suitable for switching the circuit, means to turn on and to turn off. If you want to control this switch, control this LED, when you press this switch, then only it should glow. So for that condition, it is not working perfectly. Okay, because the terminals are interconnected. Okay, so I am going to stop this simulation because the combination of terminal 1A and terminal 1B are not working properly. So I am going to use different combination now. So I am going to change this terminal to here. Okay, so I am going to work with this one. Okay, now I am going to use terminal 1A and terminal 2B, diagonal terminals I am using here. So I am going to start the simulation. The simulation has started, simulator is also running. Here you can see that simulator time also, but the LED is not glowing. Okay, because I am not pressing this switch button. Okay, when I press this push button, when I press this push switch, then only the LED will glow. I am going to press this now. Oh wow, the LED is glowing now. Okay, when I release this switch, then the LED will be turned off. Okay, as you've seen. Okay, when I press this, that is the LED is glowing. When I release the switch, the LED is turning off. Means this combination of terminal 1A and terminal 2B are working perfectly for the circuit connection or circuit breaking. Okay, when we press this push button, then the circuit is establishing connection is established. When I am not pressing means the connection is broken here. Okay, so this switch is making a circuit and breaking a circuit if we use terminal 1A and 2B. Okay, so I am going to stop this simulation and I am going to check with different combination now. So I just want to rearrange the connection. So I just want to use terminal 2A and 2B. So terminal 2A and 2B, and I am going to start the simulation now. Here again the LED is glowing directly. Okay, means as terminal 1A and 1B connected directly internally, so the 2A 2B is also connected internally, so that's why the LED is glowing continuously. So this is also not a perfect combination of terminals for this push switch. So I am going to use 2A and 2B now. For that I am going to rearrange the connection. Okay, so when we used terminal 1A and 1B, that is not working perfectly. When we used 1A and 2B, that combination worked perfectly. And when I used 2A and 2B, it's not working perfectly. Now I am going to check with the connections of terminals 2A and 1B. Let us see what happens. I am going to start the simulation. So the simulator time is displaying here. The simulation is started. So the LED is not glowing. Means there is no direct connection between the terminals 2A and 1B. So when I press this push button, then only the LED will glow. Just I am going to press this. So just have a look at this LED. The LED is glowing. Now I am going to release this switch. Now the circuit is broken. The LED is not glowing. Okay. So by using all these combination, we can conclude the combinations of terminal 1A and 2B and 2A 1B are working perfectly. Diagonal connections are working perfectly to make or to break a circuit. Okay, but 1A 1B like 2A 2B are not working perfectly for circuit making and circuit breaking. Okay, so always it is better to use 1A 2B and 2A 1B combinations of these terminals of push button only. Okay, and as a exercise for you people, I am going to tell you the combinations. You have to work you have to work with 1A 2A combination. You have to check whether it is working or not, and 1B and 2B combinations. Okay, like I am going to connect one. So just click on this. This is here only, right? So I am just clicking on this. I am going to rearrange this. Sorry, what happened to this? Okay, I am going to rearrange the connection. Sorry, because the simulation is already running, so that's why it is not working. So I am going to stop the simulation. So after stopping the simulation, now it works. Okay, it's working perfectly. Okay, I'm directly connected 1B and 2B. Just check for this combination also, as well as you can check for this combination. This combination 1A and 2A. Okay, thank you.